African love, family. African love. R.B.G from the East Coast here. And I'm just doing this video to address to Sarnetta and the Nation of Islam. And I'm here to also to defend the R.B.G movement and how the R.B.G movement of self-defense, really, because we really of the self-defense people, you know what I mean? So I'm just here to address a couple of things, you know what I'm saying, and about Sarnetta and his disrespectful to SETI. When SETI was bringing out the information, I guess Sarnetta felt a certain way, and and I think instead of just addressing the issue, he's going to attack uh, SETI's uh, personal life. You see what I'm saying? You're going to attack the man personal. I don't know why Sarnetta did that. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to find out where was his reason of doing that. So I like the fact that SETI had brought out the information about the Nation of Islam, a lot of things I didn't know. And then when I backtrack what Malcolm had said, that when Malcolm had addressed the fact that the Nation of Islam don't embrace Africa. You see what I'm saying? And when SETI had brought that out, where that all the self-hate and how the Nation of Islam had pretty much uh, just pretty much disrespect Africa and they don't acknowledge Africa, you know, Sarnetta just took it the wrong. I don't know. He just went off on this dude, like totally disrespectful. Like this guy didn't even address the issue. Now at some point you got to be like, okay, let me address what he said, and like a man. Let me address it. You know what I'm saying? If you could rebuttal. But instead of you doing that, you addressing it. You attacking another brother. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was and that's usually when a weak move where you got people, because they don't have an answer for things, they get personal. They want to attack you personally. And I don't know why black people do that to each other. My thing is like this. If we are all about African liberation, we got to know what works for us, and we got to know what don't work for us. And we already know the Nation of Islam don't work for us. The Nation of Islam been around 1930. And you mean to tell me when the Nation of Islam first came up in the 1930s, and now we're in 2018, Chicago's still a mess, no black owned businesses. You know what I'm saying? So it's obvious the Nation of Islam don't work. And they've been around since the 1930s. So we're gonna look at this video with Sarnetta, and it's pretty much just this bashing of SETI, which I definitely don't appreciate. But it has nothing to do of what SETI had talked about. Here we go.
And I say, oh, you out there in Detroit? Damn, SETI's out there, man. SETI? Who said it? They don't know no SETI because that nigga's not putting in no work in his own city. How the fuck can he help somebody else's city? He go, do a lecture, get that bag of money, and get the fuck out of there. That nigga don't care nothing about you. He don't care about you, Negroes. Y'all think he care about you? You think he love you? So how come he ain't bang on the beast yet? All these times, bang on the beast, we gonna do this. How come he ain't been no role model or an example of y'all see him banging on the beast? How come he never got arrested? I've been arrested a few times out there on 125th Street. I don't think I got it on video, but I got people that will tell you they seen the police rip down my goddamn pictures, balled the pictures up and threw them in the car and took me to jail and told me if I come back out here again, they gonna do it again. And god damn it, I came out and I was there the next day.
Let me stop you right there, Sonetta. First of all, do you know what banging on the beast is? Do you know what banging on the beast? First of all, I didn't know who you was either. I didn't even know who the fuck you was. I didn't know about you until what, 2009. And you say you've been around since in the 90s? My man, I grew up in Harlem. I never saw you around there. Never saw you with no camera, nothing. And you talking about you never heard of SETI in Detroit when you went to Detroit. Negro, I never heard about you, and I lived in Harlem. And I see you got the Harlem hat on, and I lived in Harlem. I never saw you in the 90s. Never. I used to live on 138 between Lenox and 7th. Okay? So I never saw you on 125th Street anywhere in Harlem. So what are you talking about? Like I said again, I never heard of you until what, 2009 and 10. And that's when you start walking around with your big ass camera interviewing people. Okay? And then you're gonna talk about banging on a beast? Nigga, you did the hands up, don't shoot roll, motherfucker. You didn't bang on nobody. When the last time you banged on the beast? You surrendered. You surrendered and you went right in that police car. Let me show you what banging on a beast is, Sonetta. I'm gonna show you what banging on a beast is, since you claim that you banged on a beast. Let me show you what banging on a beast is. Oh, I'm sorry, not that one. Not that one. I'm gonna show you what banging on a beast is. The Black Panthers banged on the beast. This is banging on the beast, Sonetta. This is banging on the beast, Sonetta. You know who that is, Sonetta?
Brother Mark, and being a motherfucking pig.
That's right. This is banging on the beast, Sonetta. That's what you call banging on the beast. Okay? That's what you call banging on the beast, Sonetta. And your ass didn't do nothing like that. Your ass didn't do nothing like that. Okay? You claim that you banged on the beast. But you did the hands up, don't shoot. Okay? And you literally gonna talk against SETI like that. Very disrespectful, my dude. Let's continue with other nonsense you said about this brother.
Next day, I'm not going nowhere. You motherfuckers ain't running me nowhere. That's facts. See? That's facts. Y'all niggas just love entertainment. You niggas just love people to sound like they militant or they revolutionary. SETI said he's militant.
Brother, look what you where you at? You in the comfort of your own house talking shit. You ain't even man enough. You're not even man enough to say that shit and SETI's face. You sit there, you pop shit in front of your computer. You nothing but what you call a internet gangster, a cyborg, a cyber thug. That's what you are. You nothing but a cyber thug. You in your 50s and you sound like a goddamn kid. You ain't educating nothing. You just a hoodlum that have a little knowledge, Negro. Stop playing, man. Stop playing. Stop doing that. If you're going to educate the people, get the knowledge.
He's a revolutionary. Yeah, okay. You're a revolutionary speaker, but you're not no revolutionary with action. You're a dope head, nigga. We know you. I know you. You're a dope head. You got it.
Calling this man a dope head. Calling this man a dope head. That has nothing to do with SETI. SETI has said about the information that he brought to you, to the people. But you pretty much attacking this man's personal life, calling this man a dope head. That's fucked up, man. And you supposed to be down for your people. And look what you're doing. How you attacking this man. Unbelievable.
Nerve to talk about the minister. How dare you, nigga? Farrakhan don't smoke, don't drink, don't hustle. He ain't sell no drugs to go to Egypt. You sold dope and crack and drugs to go to Egypt, nigga. But you trying to tear down the minister. You could never do that. I don't agree with everything he do, but goddamn it, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for Minister Louis Farrakhan. It all goes back to the nation. The Nation of Islam brought that consciousness, brought that knowledge here, and all we did was evolve and move on. So now you want to tear down the foundation? You can't do that, nigga. Especially if you're not living right. Especially if you're not. I'm gonna look in the mirror. I'm gonna look in the camera, in the mirror. Especially.
Let me tell you something. First of all, you look like a dickhead. Let me tell you something, my dude. How you gonna talk about this man like that? But you're the same person that bootleg his shit. You bootleg people's stuff and don't even give a portion or percentage to these guys of the money that you make. You haven't built nothing. What have you built, my dude? You talking about he haven't built nothing and all that? Negro, what have you built? You on that same block on 125th Street, bootlegging people's work. I remember back in the days in the 90s when tables used to be flipped over, when people was selling rap, hip-hop cassette tapes, bootleg hip-hop cassette tapes. Those tables was flipped over. Let me tell you something, my dude. If I was doing lectures, I'm gonna be real 100 with you, my brother. If I was doing lectures, and if I find out you was bootlegging my shit, I'm gonna give you two choices. I'm gonna like, yo, on the real, either you give me a percentage of the money you make when you bootleg my shit, or I'm flipping tables, B. Your tables will be flipped. Okay, you ain't gonna be sitting there bootlegging people's work, and then you're gonna talk shit about them. You know what I'm saying? SETI came up with some powerful information that a lot of people didn't know about the Nation of Islam, what the Nation of Islam doing. Have you actually been a Muslim? Have you actually been in the nation and see what the shit that they was doing? Malcolm had put out some shit that was going down in the nation too. So a lot of things that you knew, I knew way before Louis Farrakhan. I knew. I didn't even, when the information I got, I learned from Malcolm. Malcolm was a true warrior. Malcolm was a Garveyite. And then you're going to talk about the R.B.Gs, talking about R.B.G is a gang. But I'm going to address that in a minute. I'm also going to address that you talking about dudes hasn't built nothing. But you was crying like a little bitch because you asked young, polite, a guy who's way younger than you, and you was crying, asking him for money to rent out a business, not to own a business, not to buy a business, not to buy a building. I'm sorry, not to own a building, but you want to rent out a building. Nigga, you a hoe. You crying to another man for some money. The fuck out of here, bro. We're gonna show that in a minute.
Actually, if you not living right yourself, the next time you go there, smell him. Watch how he smell. He smell like cigarette. That nigga smoke cigarettes, smoke weed, drink Old English all day, all night. But then you want to kick dirt on the Nation of Islam, talking about you don't agree with him and L. Ron Hubbard. Nigga, you don't even know what the deal is with him and L. Ron Hubbard. Farrakhan don't give a fuck about L. Ron Hubbard, fool. You's a fool. You trying to spin the people's minds with that. You a fake ass R.B.G. You the fakest nigga I know, SETI.
Get your money, man. Get your bread up. Gotta do it for yourself. Know you fed up. Get your study on. All praise be to God. Stay read up. Never let up. Everyone that I'm on already know what I'm about. You'll have no earth. Gotta catch up Elijah Muhammad.
All right, here we go. See, this is the reason why I can't fuck with fake motherfuckers, man. And he's dissing his brother. And you want to talk about banging on a beast. Well, let me show you, Sarnetta, how you was crying to another man for money.
Like, I want to be real, nigga. I want to change your fucking name.
Here we go. Let me rewind that.
In some ways, my name is a lot more bigger than what you got going on. In some ways. In some ways. In some places.
Nice.
No, we have to tell the truth.
Like, your name ain't.
We gotta tell the truth.
Stop lying, Polite. Your name, Polite, is more known for being a fucking coon. That's what you're. See, when people look at Polite and look at Sarnetta, they see a motherfucking militant. When they see you, they see a fucking coon with a white bitch who got them in the headlock.
Okay, Sarnetta, let me stop you right there, you piece of shit. You want to call this brother a coon because he's standing with white girls? Okay. Okay, Sarnetta. But you don't call Farrakhan a coon. You don't call Farrakhan a coon. Hold up. Because you want to start calling people coons. You want to start calling people coon. What is that, Sarnetta? What is that, Sarnetta? Since you want to start calling people coons. Okay? You want to start calling people coons? Look at this. Look at this. You want to start calling people coons, right? But what's up with your man? He calls Eminem. It says, I was honored. What do you mean you was honored? What do you mean Minister Farrakhan was saying he was honored? Farrakhan said, I was honored. He was honored, this white boy, to receive my brother Marshall, aka Eminem, for dinner. He was honored. He called Eminem his brother. He called the beast, as you may call him, his brother. But according to Elijah Muhammad, the white man is not your brother. See how he cheesing? Same Eminem was the same person that was dissing the black woman in his when he was younger, and then used this excuse talking about, oh, the black woman, I dated this black girl and she dumped me. So now you making albums and songs dissing black women. The only reason, and the only people, and we didn't even know until Benzino had put it out there, and then this motherfucker got Benzino fired because he got exposed. But Farrakhan is taking pictures with this guy. And what do we have here? This is a mother-in-law, because one of Farrakhan's sons is married to a white woman, which is right here. And look how he's cheesing with this white woman. Okay? But you don't call him a coon. But I don't stop there. Look at this. The white man is the devil. Simple and plain. Yes, my white brother. You called him a white brother. This is the white pastor. See how he's cheesing? I don't see him banging on a beast. Oh, another white woman. See how he's holding hands? But you don't call him a coon? What happened? You don't call Farrakhan a coon? There you go. Happy. Happy with the beast. Now ask Malcolm X, since he went to Mecca, how he feels towards white people after he came from Mecca. And Malcolm X said that no matter how much respect, no matter how much recognition whites show towards me, as far as I'm concerned, as long as it is not shown to every one of our people, which is black people he's talking about, in this country, it doesn't exist for me. This is Malcolm has said this. Okay? But let's go back to you, Sarnetta, bitching like a girl to Brother Polite.
See, that's the difference. You can never be on my level, Polite. Don't ever fool your motherfucking self.
We was on the same level.
Don't never fool yourself. You can never be on my level, man.
Same level once.
See? So when you try to come at me with the slick shit, see, that's how you get me out. Now you get me out of my motherfucking bag. You ain't on my level, dude. Come on, man. You a coon. You a fucking coon, Polite. You a fucking coon. You can never be on my motherfucking level, man. I would never let a white bitch put me in a fucking headlock. Ain't no playing games with that. Because my baby's got to look at me on TV and see a white girl, a white bitch, got me in the headlock. You can never be on my motherfucking level, dude. You're a coon to me. You are a fucking coon. So how you gonna say some shit about, oh, my name, believe it or not? No, your name ain't shit compared to what I have done. You wouldn't be Polite, nigga. Remember that. See, I know you had to bring it out. You got to come out and...
Let me tell you something, Sarnetta. Real talk, my dude, you nothing but a promoter. You nothing but a conscious promoter. That's it. You just a conscious Don King. That's all you are. You haven't put in really, that's the only thing you have done. Yeah, I give you that. I give you that. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have known Polite or Dr. Umar, Ali Muhammad, and all these other good brothers. Hell, even SETI. Okay, but but the way you come at these brothers it seems like you have a lot of hate and a lot of jealousy, and I'm not going to stand for that. While George Zimmerman is still laughing after he killed a young black man. Tamir Rice, a 12-year-old kid, got gunned down by the police, and this is how you acting. Oh my God! And you in your 50s and you acting like this.
I knew you had to bring it out because you like this type of shit.
I wanted to hear you cry.
People keep telling me calm down. I'm not. What you mean calm down? I'm not, man. I'm just doing what I do. This is what I do. When I see a shot coming, Sarnetta turns the fuck up and defends it. You see?
Can't stand.
Well, I turned literally. You can never be on my level. Yeah, you are more articulate than me. I give you that. But when it comes to being real in these motherfucking streets, I have never seen you turned up on these motherfucking police.
Don't even get involved.
Never seen it. Although you've been with me many times when you see these police, but you never turned up. Like, for example, let me give you an example.
Sure, brother.
We was across the street at the Apollo, and we seen the Scientology church. Y'all remember that great video when the police made them niggas move? You know why they made them move? It wasn't polite. I got the video. Don't make me do it. I got the video. I was turned up on the fucking police. You polite was telling me to calm down and let's move and let's go. So don't make me pull out the whole video. I said, don't go. I said, hell no. I'm not going nowhere polite. They got it.
Let him go.
So come on, brother.
Kanye.
Stop it.
Yeah, Kanye about
Come
that.
on, brother.
Go ahead.
Don't play games with this, man.
Let him go.
Go ahead.
Okay. But let me show you my brother. He can't hear no one else get any credit other than him before he loses his mind.
No, that's not why. That's not what I said.
My name resonates in places where yours don't.
I don't care.
That's true.
So what?
It happens.
And
That's all
yours
I care.
resonate with yours don't. So what is you saying?
I'm saying all that is, that's my girlfriends, my homegirls' friend. That's what I hear all the time from him. You don't know, Doctor.
Yeah, that's to show you, nigga. That's to show you that, come on, it's fake. That shit is fake what you doing, brother. And I see through it. It's just the other motherfuckers don't know you, and they don't see through it. But I see through it.
Just like everybody on this
I'm talking all this shit about Sarnetta's my motherfucking man. I love my brother Sarnetta, but when it comes down to my band, I didn't say put a stamp on my band. I never even asked you to put no fucking money on the band.
So why you crying about it? Why you crying about it?
I sent your ass.
Why you crying about
I sent you. I'm not crying.
Sarnetta, you crying, B. You're crying. You're a hoe. You crying like a hoe. That's what hoes do. Okay? This is exactly what I'm talking about. You have no money. You bootleg people shit and you pocket your money. You're a selfish ass nigga. But then you want somebody else to give you money. Nigga, please. You come on, B. Come on. How's that unity, B? How you gonna pocket your money that the shit that the DVDs that you bootlegging, other people's work, and I remember when you came on my show, and my other brother show was me and my other brother Craig. You came on my show and you was talking about, oh well, I gotta feed my family, but then you don't like when other people feed their family, right? You don't like when SETI gotta feed his family or Polite gotta feed his family. They just got to give you money to do what with it?
I'm just talking now. I sent you a link to donate to a van. You send the motherfucker back smiling like, like nigga, you couldn't even put a fucking dime on my news van. Come on, man. But you want somebody to donate to that bullshit. Donate to that bullshit. Let's keep it real. If you can't donate to your brother, why should somebody else want to donate to you? Keep it a fucking buck.
You are ungrateful. Hold on. You are ungrateful for all the stuff that I've done.
You damn right I'm ungrateful.
And that's
damn right I'm ungrateful. I sure don't appreciate the bullshit and the fake shit.
It's all right.
And the fake shit.
You're angry. You're angry. You'll never be satisfied. No matter how much.
I appreciate the fake shit, brother.
Yeah, you can say that. But I tell you what.
And if you want me to take your fucking videos off the channel, I ain't got no problem with that. I do that shit today, right now. I ain't got no problem with that.
That's all in your heart.
No problem with that.
Look at you.
I'm just letting you know. I'm talking motherfucking right because I'm a real motherfucker. And when a motherfucker crosses,
look at him.
Like you crossover.
Why you got so much hate for it?
Damn. It's the
Exactly. Sana, what's up with the hate, brother? What's up with the hate, my dude? You talk shit because you're in the comfort in your own house with a big mic, with a big ass mic in your fucking mouth, like you sucking dick. You a childish piece. You a childish coon, B. You cooning right now. You're attacking his brother for no reason. This is the reason why you can't get nowhere. But you don't want to attack Farrakhan. You don't want to attack Farrakhan. Why you didn't ask Farrakhan for money since he made you, since you learned from him? How come you can't go to the nation and ask for money and ask Farrakhan to donate to you? Do you even know how much Farrakhan is worth? But we're gonna show that in a minute.
Hate that hate produce. That's why. It's the hate that hate produce.
Man, you need a vacation, dog.
You are so ungrateful, brother. You're ungrateful. You're an ungrateful nigga, brother.
When you play the video back, you're gonna hear me.
Ungrateful dude, man.
All I had to do is say,
motherfucking right, Saul got issues. You hear people say, "Oh, Saul got issues." Damn right, I got issues.
Everybody know you got issues. I ain't
damn right. Shut fucking body. That was coming at you. How you gonna say I hate you, brother?
You have to hate.
Defended you against In the Black and everybody. You. No, let me answer your question. You said Sarnetta is picking at little things. Let me show you how it's not little. There was a time when I called my brother Polite. And I said, "Brother Polite, there's a big place right here that we can get. Brother Polite, can you help me? Let's get this fucking business so we ain't gotta go to no stores. I'm ready to put up 5Gs. Let's get this place where we can have a place where we can bring people in." I said, "Hell, Polite, you can even reach out to Meta World Peace. Tell the motherfuckers send us a loan and let's get this building right here." It was a ground floor level where we could get this. Polite didn't even want to fucking help. He didn't even say, "Yo, son, all right, I'll do this. I'll help you do this." No, he didn't want to do nothing but take pictures with motherfuckers. I didn't want to do all, brother. Listen, I'm trying to build for our people. I didn't want to do.
You trying to build? You trying to build? Build what? You've been on the block for like mad for how long now? How many years you been on that block selling other people's work? And the only thing you're gonna put up is 5Gs? Is that all the money you got? Nigga, you a hoe. Nigga, you are a straight hoe. Look at how you crying. You begging another man for money. But you're not gonna beg Louis Farrakhan for money.
He want to be out there taking photo ops with these motherfuckers. I want to build businesses. So I asked him myself.
Hold on.
Right here,
someone who has to raise money.
He didn't want to do none of that, man. He wasn't interested in me helping me to get this. Me and you can share the business. I don't need it by myself. Let's get this fucking building right here. We got it. He ain't even want to do that, man.
Sarnetta, will you allow me to speak without running out the chat? Can I speak and we just do this without talking over each other?
But then you out there, you fronting, you showing all kind of crazy shit. You doing all kind of crazy shit. It's so much that is building up where I see that you really not about.
Yo, Sarnetta, you sound like a really jealous dude right now. You sound like a really jealous ass nigga right now. That's a typical jealous shit. And you talking about a building, motherfucker? You should have been got that building. How come you not going out there getting loans and if you should have did that? You should. That's something that you should have done. Polite wasn't the only one you could have went to. Nigga, you a straight hoe. You nothing but a fucking prostitute, a male prostitute. That's all you are. You like to sell that ass. You might as well. You a hoe. You might as well. But you might as well thong. You probably got a thong up your ass right now.
This fucking life. You playing games.
Now can I speak
games, man.
Can I speak on my behalf about what you're talking about? And then you could correct me if I'm wrong without yelling over me, and I won't yell over you. Can I do that? Because I don't want to yell back and forth because I want us to really resolve this. That's not fair what you're saying. And I said, how much square feet is the store? If he would have stayed on right now, I would have gone to ask him. And had my own building. King Simon. I met them 3 different types of my businesses. 3 different businesses, not the same businesses. I met them before the conscious community. So here's the conversation now. I said, how much square feet is the store? If he would have stayed on right now, I would have gone to ask him, what's the square feet?
Okay. Brother Polite, you don't have to even even go any further with this dude. My advice to Brother Polite: never go into business with people with ignorant people. Sarnetta, you know nothing about business. You know nothing about business. You haven't went to college. You haven't went to school. You haven't studied nothing about business. You're a hustler, and you're just going to jump into stuff without doing any type of research. Even Brother Polite had to do research before when he established his own business. And he's telling you about certain things like the rent and this little things. Just can't jump in and just put it down, but you got to do some research. So it's obvious you know nothing about business. And when I met you, and the way how you talk to people, I can tell you know nothing about business. It's the way you talk to people. And look how you just storm off while the brother's talking. And he's trying to educating you how the business works.
How much is the store rent? No, you know what he told me? It's just a good store. Come on, brother. It's right around where my house is at. So I said, brother, it ain't enough for me to know that the store's right around your house if you asking me to invest in the store, because rent got to be paid. It's going to represent your brand and ours. And if it closes down, that's on us and our legacy. We got to be successful. So I just wanted my brother to tell me the square feet. I asked him for the rent. I asked him if he could show me pictures. He said he was going to send me pictures. I don't got to lie about this. He never sent me any pictures. I don't have to lie. I asked him the square feet. He didn't know the square feet. I don't have to lie. I asked him how much is it, security and rent. He didn't have that information yet.
The most logical thing is
he thought, like, I think he's thinking I'm trying to antagonize him. And then he asked me to just ask a celebrity for some money. And I'm like, I don't even ask for money on my own behalf. So what I would do is a business proposal the way I do when I get money for things that I want. I've never asked no one, and I can say this on a record with my face on the screen. I've never asked nobody, never asked anybody for a donation since I've been out here.
Now, Sarnetta, I'm surprised you telling Polite to ask other people from donations. Then why you not ask Louis Farrakhan? Louis Farrakhan is worth $3 million. He's worth $3 million. And guess what? He's getting donations by the beast. The same beast that he talks down on, these people financing the Nation of Islam. The same white people that he's talking about and talking against, he's having white money coming in to fund the Nation of Islam organization. But you don't ask Louis Farrakhan for a donation to help out to own property. So it just shows you want to attack this brother, call out this man's name, and then you're gonna want him to help you to rent out a building. Man, you sick. You really a sick person. Okay? And it's sad that you have this hatred for your people like that. These are your brothers. And you're gonna say the Nation of Islam. I saw one video that you sat there and you said the Nation of Islam did a lot, did so much. Let me get out of here. I got some more stuff. This is ridiculous. I ain't afraid. I'm showing my face. Sarnetta. Nigga, you a fucking hoe. Straight up and down. You don't know nothing about business. You haven't built nothing. You know the Nation of Islam is nothing but a self-hating organization. Let me ask you a question. When the Flint, Michigan, with the whole crisis with the water, dirty water, were they still out there drinking? Black people out there drinking dirty water? Guess who was out there, providing bottles of water? Okay? It was the R.B.G. out there putting water in the trucks so it could get to the people for Flint, Michigan. I never saw the Nation of Islam doing that. Okay? And I'm tired of seeing you got fuck boys like that guy Hassan that y'all niggas were like niggas like you call him Poppy. I won't even know. I will never call another man Poppy. That's just not gonna happen. That's another whole shit. That's some straight up whole shit. You call another man Poppy. That bag-eyed motherfucker going to say, oh, you're going to get out of young Pharaoh talking about, oh, the Nation of Islam got an army. How you going to do? You can't defeat that. Yeah, the Nation of Islam is known of attacking its own. The Nation of Islam is the one that killed Malcolm. Rather the people took matters in their own hands, or half people took matters in their own and went against they still represent the nation. So we're not gonna play those games. We heard stories. There's stories that people have told how black men were getting beat up in the nation. Black men are getting beat up in the nation. How they robbing the community. They have all those fundraisers that Farrakhan had got. All the fundraising. Where all that money went. But name me one Muslim from the Nation of Islam had killed one KKK member or beat up one KKK member or bombed a KKK or skinhead house down, shot him up. Name one. But we already know the Nation of Islam is known of attacking its own. But the R.B.G, we don't play that. We don't play that. We mean business. We take on the original Black Panthers. We are all about for our people. We don't believe in hurting our own. Now we got traitors. We got traitors. We deal with traitors. But not like how the Nation of Islam did it. Because Malcolm was never no traitor. He spoke about the stuff. He probably seen some stuff while he was in there. He wanted to probably speak out then. But they was taking care of him. But now that the nation kicked him out, he said, fuck it. I'm exposing them. This is how they treat me and my family. Okay, you want to play these games? We're going to play it. The Elijah Muhammad, he knows what he did. He didn't marry those 3 girls. He didn't marry those 3 girls. He took advantage of young women while he was still married. And if he was married to those 3 young women, as old as he was, then show me some pictures. Show me some wedding pictures. I'll wait. But he took advantage and got 3 young girls pregnant. They were in their late teens, early 20s. He took advantage of those his secretaries. And then Louis Farrakhan tried to cover it up by saying he was married to those girls. That's a lie. And niggas like you, stupid niggas like you, believe him. There's a lot of corruption in the Nation of Islam. Okay? But Farrakhan did not make me. It was Malcolm that made me. Malcolm X made me. He's all about Africa. And how you gonna do a video? I remember you did another video and you said R.B.G is a gang because, oh, well, they have You know, the R.B.G got different names. So what? So what? But at the end of the day, when they represent this, we all together, baby. It doesn't matter. We can name whatever we want to name ourselves. But once these colors, we not no Crips and we not no Bloods. How they are Bloods and Crips are killing Crips and Bloods killing Bloods. We ain't like that. So what if we are gangs? So what? Everybody know the real gangs is the police. They follow a code, call it a blue code. But you don't talk about that. So sometimes it takes a gang to defeat to fight a gang. You already know that. But we ain't out there selling drugs. We ain't out there hurting nobody. We for our community and we for African liberation. And what are we fighting for? It's fighting for reparations. Because that's the only way it's going to help us get out of this hole that we in. And you sitting up there and you arguing and saying the most foul stuff to your own people. And you think that's helping. And you think you think you're a gangster now, sitting up there. You ain't no gangster, B. You ain't no gangster. You could be touched easily, dude. People, you acting like no one can know where you at. And you talking all this hard stuff. You gotta chill with that. You can't chill with that. It's easy to sit in the comfort of your own house and telling somebody they're a coon and you bringing up their personal life. So what? So what if SETI is a snorter, a cocaine head, or whatever you want to call him? So what? So what? That's the demons that he has to fight. But what about the information? What about the self-hate that's going on in the nation and the hypocrisy that's going on in the Nation of Islam? And you have not addressed that. We got to know what works and we got to know what don't work when it comes down to African liberation. We already know that homosexuality would never work for us. Integration would never work for us. Because other races, they don't do that. You can never go to Asia or anywhere in China or Japan or Japan and set up shop. They will run you out of there. You can't even go to the Europeans, to the European Jews or the Jewish community or European Jewish community and set up shop. But they could come to your neighborhood and set up shop, and you will allow it. And I just kills me how you just sit up there and you just calling polite. Oh, you schooling with those white girls. But I just showed you how Farrakhan did it, and you have not yet addressed that issue. So we're not going to play those games, B. We're not going to play those games. And you're sitting up there, listen to fat ass Hassan, who's another Nation of Islam dick rider. You're sitting up there listening to him, and he's talking about how every video, this Negro, because African Bambaataa is an R.B.G. African Bambaataa is an R.B.G. I met that brother. And this fat fuck gonna come out his mouth and diss African Bambaataa like that. Slandering this man's name, talking about, oh, he fucked me. And he's a pedophile. And he don't got no proof of evidence. There's no proof of evidence that this man's a pedophile. You can't even compare him to what R. Kelly did. Show me proof. Show me a lie detector test. Show me where he took the lie detector test and that he failed the lie detector test. Show me something. And black people should know how when white people accuse us for stuff, They don't need proof to lock us up. They don't need no proof to lock us up. And we doing it to each other. But then he's another one gonna take up for the Nation of Islam, getting at young Pharaoh and SETI. He need to be quiet. He need to be quiet and take care of his butthole. Okay? Because I personally don't think Bambaataa is, I doubt very seriously Bambaataa did anything like that to him. I think somebody in his family did that shit to him. He's just using Bambaataa's name to be famous. Another motherfucker just using these people and using people that's known, and that's the only reason why, and to get views. Always a coon and just sitting up there attacking their own people just to get views. Tommy Sotomayor is another one. Dissing sisters, even when he was with that white bitch Lana, sitting up there attacking sisters, praising that white bitch all in his video, on his videos and stuff, attacking the sisters, just to get views. And you doing the exact same thing, Sarnetta. You doing the exact same thing, but you don't say nothing about those racist cops that killed Tamir Rice, Eric Gardner, Sandra Bland, and many more. Our babies are getting killed. Tamir Rice hit me. That right there hit me. He's a 12-year-old kid playing by himself with a toy gun. And many white kids play with toy guns, but you don't hear them getting shot. But this is what you do. This is what you do. You're sitting up there and you're attacking your own people, man. That's fucked up. And then you did not have addressed the situation what SETI had said. Not once. Even the brother Ali Muhammad told me he had to leave the nation because he saw a lot of corruption in the Nation of Islam. Told him, oh well, Louis Farrakhan got money too. He got he's worth $3 million. You mean to tell me he can't take $1 million out of that and fix Chicago? Unacceptable. Unacceptable. And he has a lot of white friends, as you can see. Friends with money. So where all that money going? Where all that money going? Because it's not going in your pocket. It's not going in your pocket, bro. So I'm R.B.G. I'm not going to let nobody diss my family like that. That's family. I'm not going to diss the African bar, that's family. Okay? That's family. So I'm not going to let nobody diss my family like that. So people need to be quiet. So because the nation is not for black, it's not for African people. It's not. You talking about you banged on the beast. Motherfucker, you surrendered to the police. That don't sound like you banged on the police. I know what banging means. And that's not banging on the police. You surrendered like a hoe. Crying to another man like a hoe. So let's not go there. Let's not go there, B. So I'm just telling you right now, all this self-hate and all that what you're doing is bullshit. Because like I said again, you like I said, you acting big and tough and all on camera and all that. That's all good and dandy because you're a cyber thug. I get it. You're a tough guy. And I'll tell you right now, you ain't gonna do me like you did King Noble. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play you that video right now, what you did to King Noble. Because he's a hoe too. He's a fag. He's another fuck boy. He's another fuck boy. He's another fuckboy. Let's check out Guye Nollywood. He's another fuckboy. There you go. There you go. Let's look at Guye Nollywood. How this motherfucker was pet when you put that camera in his face, huh? He was acting like a little bitch when you put that camera in his face.
Know that I don't have nothing personal against you.
Look at this hoe.
Folks don't realize that. It's for the youth. They got us. It's for
Look at this hoe.
These children that's coming up, these cartoons, these iCarries.
We're gonna look at
that's making our little boys into little girls and our little girls into little men. Let's speak about that. Fuck all that different shit. Let's speak about that.
Look at this.
Black supremacy.
Black power.
Look at this. Look at this. Scared like a motherfucker. Scared.
I just want you to know that
I want you to know.
I have nothing personal against you. Continue to challenge the capitalistic exploitation that I see happening within our community. Even being out here today at the Malcolm X Festival.
This motherfucker was fat like a motherfucker.
About Malcolm X. I see more vending booths, more tables. I don't see none of this revolutionary
Let
spirit.
me stop that. That motherfucker. Let me run that shit again. I don't got nothing against you.
Continue to challenge the
I don't got nothing against you. I'm sorry.
Within our community. Black power.
Yeah, look at scared ass nigga.
I just want you to know that I don't have nothing personal against you.
Yo, this motherfucker scared like a bitch. You had that dude scared, Sinetta. I give you that. And he was the main one talking. He was another cyber thug, an internet gangster. And you put that camera in that dude's face, that motherfucker, that's the only thing he said. I don't have nothing against you. He's a straight up bitch. But you won't do, you know who you could do that shit to? You know you could do that shit to, B. You ain't gonna do that shit to me. You know who you could do that shit to, B. You know who you could do that shit to. That motherfucker's a straight bitch. You know you could do that shit to. You know you ain't gonna do that shit to me. You'll be eating that camera, dude. You've been eating that camera. Real talk. Me and you gonna have some words, because I ain't gonna back. I'm gonna be like, yo, I have a problem with you. You damn right I have a problem with you. Everything I said, I'm gonna stand on that. So dudes want to talk tough and all the internet. Then when dudes get approached, they want to talk. They want to sound like that fool. I ain't gonna fret. You got that dude shook. But you know who you could do that shit to. But you know you ain't gonna do that shit to me. Cause I'm in New York. I'm in New York, dude. That's why I stopped fucking with you. On you know what I'm saying? You know, when you have your little, you know, events. And you say, oh, you know, you can get a, you know, sell from me, said, you know, you be giving out your tickets. You know, you get $20 and at the door is 30. But you know, you're not a good businessman, man. You're a terrible businessman. And you get after you, come on, baby, like that's fucked up. How you attack these brothers like that? That's not cool. But you got the continent of Africa on Sinetta TV. But the Nation of Islam don't represent Africa. They claim they're Asian. They claim they're Asian. They don't represent Africa. They hate Africa. That's facts. Even Malcolm X said that. Even Malcolm said that. So you want to talk about you R.B.G. Nigga, you ain't no R.B.G. You ain't R.B.G. You just faking a funk, man. You ain't no R.B.G. Because if you were R.B.G., you would have been siding with you would have been totally in agreement with SETI. You would have been totally in agreement with SETI. You're not an R.B.G. I guarantee you're not. Because the way you attacked that brother, that was totally uncalled for. But I'm just here to let you know where I stand on where you at. I'm just here to call you out. I'm calling you out, brother, because you totally are out of line. You're totally out of line. You're 50-something years old. You should not be acting like that. There's no reason for you to be acting tough and acting like you're a thug on the internet. You acting like you can't be touched. You got all that. Everybody know anybody can be touched. All that nonsense. If you're going to spread the information, it's all about the information. This is not about being a tough guy and to your own people. I'm not going to stand for that. I'm just not going to stand for that. I met Brother Polite. I met Umar Johnson. So all the events that you promoted, I went there. I met these brothers. I met Umar Johnson. You attacked that man too. And you attacking these people profession. But I don't understand. And only thing you are is a fucking promoter. That's all you are doing. You are just a promoter and just putting cameras in people's faces. Like I said, dude, you ain't gonna do me like you did to King Noble. King Noble was shook, and he said he popped a lot of shit about you. I remember that. This ain't no King Noble. You would have been eating that camera, my dude. Real talk. You ain't gonna put no camera on my face. I would have told you straight up. Me and you we would have been thrown down right there and there. All that black power shit would have been out the window. Because I'm gonna stand by my words. I'm gonna be like, yo, the reason I'll pop shit about you, because this is what you are. What you gonna do about it? If you would have said something to me, you would have been eating that camera. Real talk. So you could do that shit too. You could come at Polite. He was a former Crip. The Polite, I commend Polite. Polite handled that situation very well, and that's what men do, because we're men. And I don't know why you decide to attack this man and call him a coon, but you didn't never call Farrakhan a coon. Not once. And he's getting money from these white people. The Nation of Islam is very integrated, and they are being financed by the beast, as you call them, by the enemy. So he's not putting that money in a community. He's not, and I'm talking about communities all over the United States where there's the ghetto. But now you want to sit there and you want to defend the Nation of Islam after they are pretty much anti-African. Just anti Marcus Messiah Garvey Jr. How could you stand by that? And that's what only SETI was trying to do, just put out there saying, look, this organization is not for black people. It's not for the African people. They are anti-African. And you're going to sit there and you're going to diss this man, attack this man's personal life. Has nothing to do of what he was talking about. Like, you don't have any issues. You haven't built nothing. You haven't built nothing. You've been on that block for how long, selling other people's work? Like I said, if I was doing lectures, I would have gave you two choices. Either I get a percentage and I would check you every day, or I would have somebody else to tap your pockets, or them tables are being flipped over. Real talk. That's just how it is. Two choices, because you're not going to sell my work, and I'm not going to get a percentage out of it. And then you're going to talk shit about me? You're going to diss me? I'm sorry, B. You haven't banged. You haven't done nothing. Hands up, don't shoot. It's not banging. So I'm just going to keep it 100 with. I'm just going to have to just keep it 100 with you. Like I said, I don't hate you, brother. It's not about it's not about me, you know, going to war with you or nothing like that. But if you out of line and if you claim that you for the people, then be for the people. That's all I'm saying. If you for the people, be for the people. Have some sort of respect, and then address the information. Don't attack the people. Don't attack the people. Don't attack your brothers or attack your sisters. These people have done a lot of work. These Polite, I learned a lot from Polite. I learned a lot from that brother. Because of him, I got rid of the Christianity. I got rid of Christianity. I used to be a really Christian head. But when he brought that Christianity to light and how anti-African that was, and how he said, yo, we need to get rid of the Quran and the Bible, and he banged as far as information wise to those Hebrew Israelites, like the ISUPK, and with ISUPK and the GMS are they believe in integration. And what I don't like with Hassan, that y'all call him Poppy, he don't attack the GMS, the Israelites, how they said they have no problem sleeping with young girls. They don't have no problem sleeping with girls that's 9 or 10. He don't talk about the Arabs, how they marrying girls at the age of 9. These girls don't even have their period yet. But he don't address that information. He don't talk about that. But you want to talk about African Bambaataa when you don't have no proof. That's slander, my dude. And that's an R.B.G. brother. But dudes want to talk shit. Dudes want to get in their car and talk shit and run their fucking mouth. I'm tired of that. No more. Tired of every time I try to get the information, there's always some stupid beef going on with my people. It's a bigger fight out there. Every day is a fight. It's a spiritual fight, physical fight, psychological fight. There's a fight out there. And it's shown every day. Every day. In the news, every day. And none of y'all dudes is not attacking that situation. So Sarnetta, check yourself, B. Check yourself. Because what you out of order. Big time. You've attacking the nature of the nature of Islam is a failure. It's a big failure. And a lot of these guys that joined the nation, they see the problem, but they're afraid to speak out. And it's not even a nation of Islam no more. It's the nation of Farrakhan. Because he don't even, there's a lot of things he's doing is against the Elijah Muhammad, it's against Elijah Muhammad's teachings. A lot of things that he's doing is against Elijah Muhammad's teachings. But you have not addressed that. You have not addressed it. He said that he protects you. Ask him for money. This man's worth $3 million, which I showed you. He's worth $3 million. And you have not done nothing to get some of that money. You have not asked him. You never went to where he's located at to send him a letter. You have not done that, but you're going to ask a brother like Polite for money and ask him. Or his celebrity, you want to ask him to go out there and pull money like a big kid. You 50-something years old, dude. You're 50-something years old. You should already have money in the bank. You should already have some stocks and bonds where you could just draw out money or whatever. You've been on that block for too long. and you know that block ain't working for you, you need to get something else. So I'm just letting you know how I feel about the situation. I saw the video, and what you did was totally disrespectful. And I just wasn't feeling that at all. So I said my piece. Whoever's watching, if y'all don't like the fucking video, fuck y'all. If y'all some Nation of Islam heads, fuck you. I don't give a fuck. You're not gonna disrespect the R.B.G. because the R.B.G. did a lot for the people. We don't kill each other. We don't out there, hating on Africa and all this other silly shit. Because Marcus Garvey, we believe in the philosophy of Marcus Garvey. We believe in that shit. Matter of fact, it's not about even believing that shit, man. We in it. We in that shit. Like we marinate in that shit. So we all about black owned business, black empowerment, and knowing the culture of Africa. It's not just being African, but you gotta know the culture. You know that the European way is not our way. You leave that to the European way. Europeans gonna be Europeans, but when you start when you start compromising, and you're gonna call it liberation, I have a problem with that. It's not liberation when you're compromising. Marcus Garvey said you never compromise. Nothing. You don't compromise any European, nothing. They got their own thing. As African people, we got ours. And we want to get that. I want to get that respect. So I'm just letting you know, this is Guye Nollywood Jr. I'm out. I said what I have to say. So Sayonara, if you're watching, you're going to have to give me some answers, B. You're going to have to give me some answers of why the Nation of Islam is the way they are. Because the Nation of Islam did not make me. Malcolm made me. And I wasn't even born when Malcolm was alive. But thank God they have videos that I learned a lot from. I've been watching Malcolm since I was a teenager. I was an R.B.G. since I was a teenager. So this right here ain't nothing new for me. But you're not gonna sit here and disrespect R.B.G. and then you're gonna be on some, oh, I'm R.B.G., but I'm rolling with the Nation of Islam. And then clearly the Nation of Islam don't have your best interests. When you got Farrakhan's son, one of his sons married to a white woman. And having married to a white woman, which was supposed to be against the nation. That's against the Nation of Islam's rules. But Farrakhan's cheesing with the mother-in-law. But you don't say that he's cooning, but you're gonna tell Brother Polite's coon. Brother Polite got 4 beautiful wives, man. Got some beautiful children. He got some. If he's in Beverly Hills, guess what? All that money goes to his family. Go to his beautiful African wives. At the end of the day, don't get me wrong. I don't think he should have been living. I don't think he should be living in no Beverly Hills. There's a lot of black upper class black neighborhoods that he could have went to. He could have invested, getting a house in Ghana somewhere. I don't know if he's thinking about doing that, but I don't think Beverly Hills is the place. There's a lot of black neighborhoods that he could have went and bought a house and lived better. Live better than the way way better way he's living in now. And Beverly Hills is nice. I'm not gonna lie, for what But I'm not gonna, but at least he's taking his money, it's going back home to his African family. Whatever money he's making is going back to the black woman. So I do respect him on that. You don't shit on a brother like that. So I'll say what I had to say. I'm out. This is Guye Nollywood Jr. and R.B.G for life, baby. R.B.G, Africa all day. African love. Peace.